right, so we'll be doing something for the first time on Football Cruise this time around, and we want to delve into European football a bit. And we'll be talking. Our talking points this time will be from the most watched league in the world, if you ask me, and talking about the English. Were you trying to say the NPFL? I'm talking about the English Premier League. The fixture of the round was the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United. It was a 3-1 win for United, a comeback win. And
it sweets my belly. It sweets my belly.
Okay, so a 3-1 win for Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjær was managing the former club of Jose Mourinho, and something happened after, during the game. United scored a goal, and VAR chalked off the goal due to a foul on Son Heung-min in the build-up. And it caused a lot of talking points post-match. Ole Gunnar Solskjær came out to say that Son conned the referee in that one, and he said, "I have to say, if my son stays down like this for 3 minutes and gets 10 of his mates around him, if he gets that in the face from one of his other mates and he needs 10 of his mates to help him up, he won't get any food."
It sounds like a Nigerian father.
How do you come up with that? Now, Jose went on to say, Sonny is very lucky that his father is a better person than Ole. Because I think I am a father, you have to always feed your kids. It doesn't matter what they do. If you have to steal to feed your kids, you steal. I am very, very disappointed. And like we say in Portugal, bread is bread and cheese is cheese. I told Ole already what I think about his comments. What do you guys make of this? Jose Mourinho, he's not getting the best of seasons for Tottenham Hotspur. Do you think he's losing that touch, that sparkle of being a special one?
I think the first question, not digressing or anything, was that a foul? Your opinion, was that a foul?
We've seen referee wave that off in previous games.
Was that a foul? No. We have to factor that into that. I just felt so far the ref didn't catch it first time. He had to took the intervention of VAR. Just let the goal count. That's what I feel. It is a foul, yes, because obviously the rule says if your hand should touch, obviously, even if it's a big hit or small hit, so far the hand touch and the player reacts to it, he blow the foul. But so far you didn't catch it in real time and you have to go back to VAR. Just leave the goal and let it. So I understand where Solskjær is coming from. That probably he has assessed the video and come on, just this, and you're on the floor rolling just to get sympathy from the referee. So that was bettered that remark that if my son should stay down like this and he needs 10 of his teammates to come and meet him, he's not. So I feel he didn't mean that in the rules. He was just trying to pass a message that why would a grown adult just because you want to get favor from the referee and all. So I felt he was saying that not in literal terms, but Mourinho just probably because of the frustration of the season and every time Mourinho wants to prove savage all the time. So hence Mourinho replied him that way.
Okay, so Lamid, for you, what do you make of the whole comments, the whole back and forth in general?
Sorry. Let me say something to that. I don't think you've seen do you watch a lot of the Spanish league? I think that thing that Son did. I think the Spanish league. I think they are Bollywood actors. They live Bollywood actors. They are worse.
So what I'm saying is
the fact is that was a foul. Whether we want to dribble around the whole situation, that's a foul. Secondly, Jose is a very smart guy. You know the crazy thing about this? So his team lost 3-1.
Yeah.
But we are not talking about the performance. Ole gave Jose a lifeline with bringing that topic up because he just diverted everything that had to do with that match to, I'll call this on a food talk. This is a food conversation with a father and a son. Very smart thing. Nowhere are you seeing the old 3-1. What they are saying is
they are talking about the 3-1, but I understand that this one is coming up better.
So let me finish. So Mourinho, I think, is a very, very smart guy, extremely smart, and Jose Mourinho was waiting for him. He was terrible. His team performance was Tottenham were terrible in that match. Forget the 0-1 goal. Manchester United absolutely dominated those guys. Yeah. And after that match, because if you check it out, the reporter did not ask Mourinho.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't. He had to bring it in because I mean, hearing that from Mourinho, thank God, dude. What is this smart guy? That's why he's the whole package. That's why you just don't get Mourinho and you are getting a coach. You are getting a whole package. A man who can take up the pressure from these players. I mean, he can also put them under the ball.
I was about to say that too.
But he is very good at diverting situations. And I think Ole just gave me a life. And that Ole's comment was unnecessary. Let's just be factual here. Like, if it Bruno Fernandes, have you seen Bruno Fernandes?
Don't always talk about it. Don't always talk about it. So it's football. See, football is not just what happens, just the normal 4-4-2. It is the complete package. What happens post-match, pre-match, and everything. That is what makes it football. That's what makes it the number one followed sport in the world. So football is not just what happens on the pitch. Everything that occurs thereafter.
I mean, this fixture, there were a lot of talking points to derive from this fixture. I mean, Tottenham scored 6 goals in the first leg of this fixture, and much was expected from them in the return leg, despite the fact that they are playing at home this time around. Tottenham seems to be losing their grips in the top 4. They are losing their grips in the top 4. Another talking point is, I saw an image on BR Football of Luke Shaw, Gunnar Solskjær, giving Luke Shaw this high five with this joy, and Jose Mourinho was in the background, and this Mourinho was very critical of Luke Shaw when he was the manager of Manchester United. So that's another angle, another talking point. Luke Shaw has improved so well. But moving away from this, let's VAR. We've seen VAR. I can remember a match in my head. I think it was Liverpool, Manchester United. There was a foul on Divock Origi in the build-up to a United goal. VAR didn't give the foul. The same scenario. Can there be consistency in these decisions about VAR?
You won't get consistency. So far, the decision still lies on the referee. It is not as if it is VAR machine that would say foul, no foul. So far, the interpretation of what happened still boils down to a human being. You won't have consistency. That's just it. So everything is about discretion and what I'm feeling at the moment, or probably what has happened in the match. If Manchester United had been rough, in my view as a ref, throughout the match, and something like that happens, my emotion will say that these people have been playing rough. Let me give it as a foul. If they've probably been at the receiving end of stuff like that, and it happens like that, Tottenham has been tackling them, this one, let me give them. Everything just boils down to emotion.
VAR has been a huge talking point, this past weekend. Let's not even go to the offside calls and all that. Do you think it's helping football, VAR?
Of course, I mean it's helping football a lot. I think it's just the referees, and why I say so is, so the machine there, technology there, will spot possible errors from referees. Okay, so this is a possible error. I think you should take a look at this. So the referees will go in, take a look at it, and mess up. That's what they do. Because the machine is giving them so much. I think it's just showing how very few referees we have. Very, very few good
referees. Okay.
I think it's VAR. I think it has exposed a lot of referees. I genuinely think so. I was having a discussion with someone on Twitter. I think it has exposed a lot of referees. It just shows you how, especially the English referees. The English referees have always been bad, have always been poor, but this VAR has just taken it to another level. However, that's the same thing for the Spanish league. I watched some of the decisions in the Spanish league, the Serie A, but generally, I mean, VAR is a fantastic addition, but I think the referees are just. So
that's what I'm saying. If the final decision still boils down to the subjectivity of a human being, obviously, the incident you recalled the other time, it was not this referee that was officiating the match. It was another referee. So, like, my knowledge of the game will be different from your knowledge of the game. Forget that we are both trained as referees. Emotions run high in football too. Like the illustration I gave earlier. So many factors might have played out before the incident happened, and the referee would just say, okay, let me give it, let me not give it. So,
I mean, we love
the have consistency. That's just what I want to say.
We love the technology. I think the fact that they want to, by all means, strive for perfection is making it, look in shambles to some extent, But VRO, for me, if you ask me, I think it's helping to some extent. It's helping football, and we hope it spreads across all continents, football-wise, even in the NPFL as well, in African football, in Nigerian football, and everywhere. So that's about that. So I love VRO, and we hope it keeps helping football. Guys, it's been Football Cruise on Nigeria Footballers TV. Yes, we talked about European football, and we hope to do more of this in subsequent episodes. I remain Emmanuel Sebastian, and I've been with Lamid Momo and Damilola Odideo. Keep cruising, guys.